Hey babes, it's the real Miss Savage, and I'm here to show you guys how I maintain my locks. And these are DIY locks. Y'all know this is my signature look, you already know. And make sure you guys check out my shorts as well, because all of these videos are in my shorts as well, just shortened, so this is the full length for you. And I just wanted to show you guys the ending results because I was on live with you guys when I started them, and I wanted to make sure I showed you guys the full complete results. And that's a foaming cleanse that I like to use that I actually just bought as well, that kind of helps cleanse the actual hair instead of just it being mousse. It's a multifaceted product, which I love. Down works good, it smells really good. It has like rosemary in there, mint in there, so you already know it smells fabulous. So this was a lock that I needed to go in and retwist. So I went ahead and used my little tool and I just poked it all up, twisted, popped a hole in it, and I made that lock basically brand new. And as you see on the other side, it's one more over there that I need to get to and redo and twist it a little bit. Just tighten it and it'll be perfect. If you do your own hair, your own natural hairstyles, you need this little tool. I just bought a package that had 3 of them, one with 1 prong, 2 prong, and then a 3 prong. So super essential if you have locks and you're on your natural hair journey and you do a lot of natural hairstyles. So I did go ahead and prepare to oil my scalp. I waited, instead of oiling it right after, I just waited a day and I went ahead and oiled it today. I kind of just like to let my hair settle before I put any products in it. But I did go ahead and with my Rose Goddess oil that I got from down south. And I also put rose and lavender in there already, like additionally, because I finished this bottle but it still had a little bit of oil in it, so you know I just mixed it together. And this is actually one of my favorite parts of getting my hair done, is oiling that scalp, moisturizing that scalp, because this is gonna help your hair when it comes to it growing. So yeah, of course after you add the oil, you want to go ahead and go in and get ready to massage it in for about 5 minutes to make sure it gets in everywhere how you need it to, all over the head.
Hey boss babes, it's the real Miss Savage, and I'm here today showing you guys how me and my man made a tin can cocktail this weekend for the holiday. And I love a good whiskey. This one had 47.9% alcohol in it, and it was not lying. Okay, so let's get into how we make these cocktails. I like to start with sugar on the rim because whiskey itself is already a little bit bitter. So a little sugar on the rim kind of helps when that cocktail is going down. Put a little sweetness on your tongue. So I did a sugar rim instead of a salt. Okay, so boom, rim's done. Let's get ready to add some ice. Boom, there's our ice. What I will say I liked about this bottle is it came with its own personal shot measuring cup. It was actually the lid, so it helped when it came with the measurements for how much I wanted to add for each drink. It made all of it even because obviously it's one size. So I just did as many shots as I wanted to, but it was still even.
And it's a beautiful bottle. It's packaged and the presentation is very beautiful. And I love just a nice aesthetic when it comes to buying things and trying new things. So I definitely gave it a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend the tin can whiskey, baby. Now let's get into my craftsmanship when it comes to these cocktails. Okay, boss babes, I hope you guys enjoy watching me make these whiskey cocktails, and I hope you get a chance to try this at home. Obviously, all it took was 3 simple ingredients: the tin can, some ice, strawberry lemonade, and Sprite or soda of your choice, and some fruit for the garnishment. And then you have a whiskey can cocktail, babes.